Hi, my name is Jeff Dahl, and in my few moments today, I'm hoping to get you to review some management practices you may have been using in your classroom in regard to students and technology. Now, once I lay this all out, you may agree or disagree, but what I'm really hoping is that in the end, you'll take a moment to reconsider the way you're doing things and think about looking at other options. So we've got a race going where we're trying very hard to provide the technical literacy that students need for their future. And that often involves going one-to-one or providing devices to students. And I don't think there's anyone at this conference that would debate with me the advantages of a device versus a stagnant textbook. Those have been debated enough. So the problem is that once we give these devices to children, the children have not developed their decision-making capabilities fully yet. And so poor choices are made. And when poor choices are made, students lose their access to these devices in some situations. And I want to re-examine that area. I'm not talking about maliciousness or abuse of a device. I'm talking about students making a choice to use a device in another way, possibly even a way that the device was designed to be used. Now, as we talked about, students are not ready to make these choices. The decision-making process isn't fully developed until somewhere in the early 20s. Students, when they are faced with these situations, they fall back on things that they know. Games, social networking, looking at images, and just generally surfing. We are the ones who have to change. We have to look at these things differently. And I want to kind of go over some areas that I think we need to approach in a different way or look at in a different way. The first of those areas is administration. The people driving our ship need to have the information that we have. They need to understand the way students are using these and even the ways that they're misusing them. The public needs to be educated as well. We need to be doing a good job of getting our parents in, talking to them, sharing with them, so they know what kinds of things we're doing and how we're trying to avoid problems. We don't want this to be a battle. We don't want our students to submit to our will. We want to show them the advantages of using technology in the way that we are trying to get them to use it. We have to be there. We have to be that scaffolding, the filter. We can't rely on an algorithm. We can't rely on them being technical natives. They were not born with this innately. We have to get out from behind the desk and get out involved with our kids. We have to be right there in the moment with them. This is not an app sitter situation. We have to be willing to let the students express their learning in their own way. This is going to be hard for a lot of us, and it takes us out of our comfort zones. The real key here is to make the student the owner of their own learning. When we make them the owner of their learning, they start making decisions and the learning has more meaning. I think if we follow this path and we go in this direction, we create learners who are more engaged and happier. I'm learning at the same time you are. And I don't have all the answers. I encourage you, if you have thoughts, I would love to hear what you have to say on this topic and love to continue this learning experience online with you. Have a great conference. Thank you for considering this today.